Good morning to one and all. In the previous class, we discussed about these speed studies. That means what is the speed, the basic definition of the speed, and how the speed has classified. What are the different types of speeds we are normally maintaining, and what are the speeds are used to study a particular accident or any other. That means we want to design a particular road, so that to design a particular road we need to have some basic data, so that the vehicles are moving on a particular road itself, so that we need to have to design that road with a specific speed, so that we need to have these data, what are the vehicles are moving on a particular road, and what are the vehicular criteria, and vehicles lengths, and other things also, and soil properties, all those we need to locate at the particular points. And also we have to locate the speeds also. By using the speed studies also one of the factor which influence the design patterns and design conditions of a particular network of the road. These are the basic definitions of the speed, that means journey speed. There are different kinds of journeys in our day to day life. That means we are traveling from a living area to industrial areas or any other working places with some kind of speed. For suppose we are going to any other pilgrim places, like visiting a monuments and other, it is in those studies we are having different kinds of speeds we are following. But in case of we have to go to our foreign or any other countries, we need to have some amount of speed, so that in our day to day journey for different kinds of activities we are having different journey speeds, so that this how the journey speed has to traveled, that means how the journey speed has to be classified. This is the speed studies, that means spot speed, average speed, and space mean speed. That means in a particular length of a road, how the vehicle is moving, what is the average speed of the vehicle, and what is the speed of a vehicle in a particular position. All those are the spot speed and average speed and space mean speed. These are the formulas used to calculate this average speed and spot mean speed at a particular position and at a particular cross section. Next one we are having is this time mean speed. Beside that we are having arithmetic mean. That means arithmetic means a gradually increasing one. We are having these arithmetical progressions, geometric progressions, and harmonic progressions, AP, HP, and MP. Likely we are having time classification with respect to this arithmetic one. It means the mean speed of a vehicle at a particular point in a space over a period of time is the average of instantaneous speeds of the observed vehicle at the particular spot. That means the mean speed of a vehicle at a point in space over a speed of the time. It is the average of instantaneous speeds of the observed vehicles at the point. That means a number of vehicles are moving on a particular road surface, so that we are randomly picking a particular vehicle, and we have observed the how much amount of speed was maintaining that vehicle. Okay, this is comes under this is time mean speed in a space itself. That means it's in a space means a huge amount of vehicles are also moving. We are randomly picking one vehicle, and we are observing how much amount of speed that vehicle was maintaining, what is the average speed, what is the spot speed, like the. For that calculation we are having this formula vt equal to velocity depending upon time. That means time means speed velocity, that is equal to average. That means we are capturing n number of vehicles, so that we have to add those n number of vehicular velocities with respect to quantity, how many number of vehicles we are taken. That means n into n divided by n, that means n into v by n, that gives the average speed of the vehicle at a particular point. That is called the time mean speed with respect to time we are taking. That means if we take a single minute, that means in a particular single minute how many vehicles are moving at a particular speed, those will give the time mean speed. And next one is the running speed. Means running speed, in the term itself we are having a running. In a particular, it is the average speed of maintained by a vehicle over a particular stretch of the road while the vehicle is in motion. It is obtained by dividing distance covered by the time during the which vehicle is actually in motion. That means the vehicle is moving on a particular road in his vehicle speed. That means for every vehicle there is a certain amount of vehicular speed, so that extreme utility vehicles, sports utility vehicles, like we are having different speeds for different vehicles, so that they have designed according to their body shapes and other body weights and other things also mentioned on those certain vehicular distribution. So that we need to go for this running speed, we have to know the average speed maintained by a vehicle over a particular stretch of road. That means if you are having a national highway, at that particular points we are having, there is no any horizontal curves or vertical curves, so that the vehicle has to move as a as with a great velocity. For suppose if there is a vertical curve or a horizontal curve, the vehicle will have to move a slow speed, so that depending upon the path of the vehicle travel on a particular surface, the total speed will be observed, so that the speed of the vehicle is different for different paths they are preferring. So that this running speed is the average speed maintained by a vehicle in a particular stretch of road. That means stretch means if the road is as linear, that means the straight line. Linear means normally a line, a straight line, so that the vehicle will have to move in a higher speeds. If the road is like curves, the vehicle has to move with lower speeds. Why? Because of this have to face these side distances, and they have to face the centrifugal forces and friction and super elevations. All those the vehicle has to bear, so that it has to move with a slow speed. It is obtained by dividing the distance covered by the time during a particular vehicle in actually motion. That means the distance is covered by a vehicle in a particular motion. Means it is called as a running speed. In a particular length of the curve, the how much amount of speed was maintaining a particular vehicle, that is called as a running speed. The running speed will be varies from curve to curve, so that for a particular road we are having no curves, that means the running speed of the vehicle is very high. If there is any curves or any obstruction, the running speed will be low. That is the main theme. Next one we are having is the journey speed or travel speed. It is the effective speed with which a vehicle travels in a particular route between the two terminals. It includes delay and stoppages. That means journey, already previously we discussed, when we start a journey from our home to another point, so that we are having to face different traffic problems, like a traffic jam or any other cross sections, particular crossings we are having. So that definitely at the particular crossings, when there is a signals, so that we have to wait for particularly 2 minutes or 3 minutes depending upon the traffic intensity on a particular road. Sometimes it may be an half an hour or 15 minutes also, so that while we are taking these journeys, all those are obstructions. Due to those obstructions, we need to have to delay for few minutes, so that while we are journeying, speed is associated with these delays and stoppages due to these crossings and others. Next one is the types of speed studies. In these types of speed studies, we are having mainly spot speed study and speed and delay study. That means spot speed study and speed and delay study. Spot speed study means vehicle is moving without any obstructions, like these crossings and other or nothing in this total length of the way span. But in case of spot speed and delay study means we are having some amount of delays and stoppings. So first of all, what is the use of spot speed study? What is the necessity? Why we are doing these spot speed studies in this transportation engineering purpose? As previously we discussed that these spot speed studies are mainly useful for the design purpose. That means we are having different kinds of roads and different gradients we are having. So that for different gradients and for different curves and for different purpose of road constructions, we need to have these speed studies, at what speed our vehicles are moving. All those things we need to have, so that we have to a better design while we are having a huge amount of data. If we are having less quantity of data, we need to design for the quantity of data, so that in the further cases we need to have a huge amount of problems we need to face. How much amount of problems are also associated with data we design the particular points, so that these studies are mainly useful for the planning of traffic control and traffic regulation. That means planning. What is meant by planning means we need to estimate how much amount of vehicles are moving on those particular points, so that how many lanes are normally required at particular points. All those comes under this particular planning, traffic control and regulation. That means for suppose regulation means regulation, that means we are stopping particular points. It means these traffic polices and other traffic signals are located in different parts of a cities, so that at the particular points we are having huge amount of problems due to this traffic, so that these regulations are necessary. Normally in gas cylinders and other things like pipes in fluid mechanics, you are using different kinds of pipes and other things. Also in our daily house homely purpose, we are using these gas cylinders. In those gas cylinder also we are having a regulator. What is the main purpose of the regulator? The regulator has to regulate the flow of glass, that means gas, from the cylinder to the pipe, so that this regulator is uses. So likely we are having these traffic patterns and stopping signals and other traffic lights. Those are used to stop and delay studies of the particular vehicle when they are in motion at a particular locations. Next one, it is used in the geometric design or designing of a existing highway. That means normally in a first chapter we discussed about these 20-year road plans. What is a 20-year road plan means? For every 20 years they need to develop a particular density of roads in a particular 100 square kilometers of area. In the first 20-year road plan we are having 16 kilometers, after that we are having 32 kilometers, after that we are having 84 kilometers. That means normally we are having 320-year road plans. Bombay road plan, Nagpur road plan and other Lucknow road plan. These road plans three we are having with a different quantity of developing of road networks. Likely to develop any road network, first of all we need to have these traffic studies and patterns are useful for this traffic and delay studies and others. Next one, it is used to accident studies also. For that, if there is any accidents occurring on a particular place, first of all we need to know what is the basic root cause for that accident. That means root cause means మనకి ఒక ప్రైమరీ స్టేజ్ నుంచి ఏవైనా కాజెస్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా, ఈజ్ దేర్ ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీస్ ఫేస్డ్ బై ఎ డ్రైవర్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ studies. That means the side distances and others. But in case of any structural parameters are there, that means structural parameters comes under these vehicular lengths and cantilever angles and super elevations and all of the others all comes under these patterns. Next we are having different studies regarding to these accidents. If there is any automatically in some of the places we are having these animals are simply moving on this particular roads itself, so that so there may be some percentage in those animals also, so that what is the major cause of the accident we need to study by using this speed and these studies. Next one is to study the traffic capacity. This is the main purpose, capacity of the traffic per a particular town. We are having n number of population. For n number of population we are having n by 2 or n by 3 number of vehicles, so that for the n by 3 number of vehicles we have to design how much length of road surface to bear all those. All those comes under these types of studies. First one is the spot speed study, second one is the speed and delay study. Spot speed study we are having. In the spot speed study, the major purpose is what? The measure is available for the measuring of spot speed can be grouped as. That means the spot speed study is having different purposes. Those are grouped as. First one, the observations that required time taken by a vehicle to cover a known distance. That means known distance means whenever we are going from a particular path to another path. That means the two points are well known to us. That means we have to take a smaller time to cover those 2 points. Why? Because the in which way we have to move, what is the shortcuts, all those things are we are known, so that we will have to cover the particular area with a less span of time. For suppose it is a first time we are moving means suppose all we have to take a huge amount of data. Nowadays we are having these cell phones. In the cell phone itself we are having tracking, that means the tracing capacities. from the Google Maps itself. By using those, some of the persons like our Swiggy persons and other transporting delivery boys are using those maps to reach their destination points. Those are the main two things. First, it consists of a long base methods. The vehicles are timed over a long distance. That means vehicles are timed over a long distance. That means few vehicles are moving with a less velocity, so that they have to use these less velocity, not less velocity. Here we are having a long base methods. That means they are unknown to those particular points, so that they have to use these long base methods. That means ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మనకి ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ మధ్యలో డిస్టెన్స్ అనేది పర్టికులర్ ఒక ఎక్స్ అనే లెంత్ అనేది ఉంది. మనకి ఆ 2 పాయింట్స్ మధ్యలో డిస్టెన్స్ అయితే తెలుసు, కానీ పర్టికులర్గా ఏ లైన్లో వెళ్ళాలో మనకు తెలియదు. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, మనం ఒక 1 by 1 పర్సన్ని ఎంక్వైరీ చేసుకుంటూ ఆ రోడ్డుకి మనం మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాం. దానివల్ల మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఈ యొక్క లెంత్ అనేది మనకి హ్యూజ్ అమౌంట్లో మనం కవర్ చేయాల్సి వస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ద లెంత్ ఈజ్ నోన్ టు అస్, దట్ మీన్స్ వీ నీడ్ టు మూవ్ ఇన్ ఏ షార్ట్ కట్ వే. Next one is the short base method. Vehicle is timed over a short distance, say about 2 meters likely. Whenever we have to buy some amount of milk packets and other grocery items to our daily needs, so that we need to go for these short base methods, like our nearly what is the store points we are having, what is the minimum distance we have to move to the particular store points. All those things comes under this short base methods. Next one is the radar speedometer, which is automatically records the instantaneous speeds. All those things are the first one observations. By simply observing particular 2 points, what are the points we need to cover, all those things are simply comes under this observation methods. That means మన కళ్ళతో మనం చూసి వాటికి మూవ్ అయ్యేవి మొత్తం కూడా అబ్జర్వేషన్ కిందకు వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఇస్ ద radar speedometer with automatically records instantaneous speeds. That means some amount of radar techniques. Radar means radio amplification by detection and ranging. Normally abbreviation for the radar. Some amount of radio waves and other waves are used in these particular radar methods to count the particular speed of the vehicle. It means radar speedometer. The speedometers simply will passes a small number of waves. The waves will move on a particular point and they will reflect and come to the particular origin point, so that what is the time taken to go and come to the particular wave, the time can be measured and automatically speed can be displayed on the particular radar speedometers. Next one is the photographic method. In this photographic method, already previously we discussed in the CCTV footages, we are calculating data. That means in a particular length of the vehicle, what is the particular vehicles are moving on a particular place. All those things we measured by using the CC cameras and other footing methods. Next one we are having is the direct timing procedure. That means what is the direct timing procedure? Those observations that require time taken by the vehicle to cover a known distance. That means previously this is the one of the point in the known distance. Means what is a known distance? Whenever we are moving at a particular place and our daily purpose, that is a known distance to us. For suppose we are going to our college daily, that means first day it is new to us, the path is new to us. On the second day we are having some amount of colleagues, those are moving with us, so that it will be easier. Day by day the path will be familiar to us, so that we are having a huge amount of shortcuts to go to that path, so that it will be easy to us to reach that particular destination points. Next one is the long base methods, direct timing procedure, enoscope. That means in the long base methods we are having a direct base method timing procedure. That means direct timing procedure means we are having particular span. That means we know that the vehicle is capacity. That means how much amount of speed our vehicle is going on regular basis, so that we have some amount of estimation value. By using this estimation value, we have to do a direct timing procedure. By using our vehicle speed, how much amount of time required to go to that particular point. This is called the direct timing procedure. Next one is the enoscope. Enoscope is some amount of advantage method. It is used to calculate the particular distance between the 2 points with our vehicular speed. Next one is the direct timing procedure. In those first one is the direct timing procedure. It is a simplest method, that means very simple to each and every person, whether it is an educated person or uneducated person. Those two persons also have a brief knowledge on the simplest method, that means direct timing procedure. Even some of the cases in our villages also, a few persons have direct access. The buses are coming, how much amount of time they will travel. All those things are familiar to us by because they are traveling with those buses on their daily basis, so that they are having some amount of data in their mindsets, so that what is the main time the bus is maintaining. All those things comes under this direct timing procedure. The two reference points are marked on the particular pavement at a suitable distance apart on observer starts and stops stopwatch. The vehicle crosses to 2 marks. That means, as previously I told that examples. That means normally with respect to our mindset, I taken those two examples. But in case of our normal regular basis, how we have to measure those two distances means simply we need to make 2 points on the particular starting point and ending point of the road, and the vehicle is simply moving in starting point to ending moving point. Simply we need to switch on our stopwatch at the particular stopping point, starting point. After that the vehicle is moving to stopping point, we need to end on the stopwatch, so that the time taken to reach those 2 points was calculated, so that the velocity and time both us were having. Next one, spot speed studies comes under this. From known distance and time, speed can be calculated. That means known distance and time, the speed of the vehicle should be calculated. So that means the known distance means it will be a 1 kilometer, and the time taken is suppose 1 kilometer we are moving with a 2 minutes or 3 minutes using our vehicle, so that the speed will be calculated. That means we are having speed equal to formula meter per second. That means meter equal to length by time, that will gives the speed of the particular vehicle. Speed equal to we are having units, velocity equal to meter per second. That means how much amount of velocity our bike is maintaining. I will show with we are confusing normally with our oral words. Velocity equal to we are having meter per second. That means meter is the particular length of the uh, starting point and ending point. S is the time taken from the reached particular starting point and ending point. That means distance by time. Velocity equal to distance by time. Okay, this is the previous formula they are using to calculate this past speed studies. First one, the from known distance and time. It means distance also known, time also known. We will simply will have to calculate the speed in terms of this velocity. Next one, disadvantages and errors due to this parallax effect. That means parallax effects are normally we are having with our eyes. That means some amount of parallax errors in sight itself. Due to those, we have some amount of delineation. That means in the amount of fractions. That means from 1.0015 like 1.0010, likely a small amount of fraction of delineations will be occurred due to this parallax errors. Next one, observation by two observer one at one end other reference point. That means observation by two observers. At a starting point there is one observer, at ending point there is another observer. Those two are observing at each reference points, so that the first observer standing at the particular point which vehicle pass, and first signals second observer starts the top watch. The second observer stop the stopwatch when the observer at the same vehicle passing through the reference point. That means there are two persons. Here we are having vehicle, person 1, person 2. These are the starting point and ending point. Starting point and ending point. Simply he will gives a flag. That means a flag that whether the vehicle is started. After that he will start the stopwatch. At the destination of the point he will automatically he will stop the stopwatch. Starting and stopping by simply giving a signal with the starting point and ending points. Automatically he will calculate the particular distance without some amount of errors. Next one, disadvantage is reaction time of the observer. That means if the reaction time is very slow by the starting points and ending points, automatically there will be some delineation of the error, parallax error. Like that, we have to face some amount of delineation error. Next one, what is a enoscope? How we have to use these enoscopes? That means scope means normally telescope, like we are having telescope is normally used to observe different stars and other galaxies, whatever lies on our sky. Likely we are having here enoscope. By using this enoscope, it is a simply a mirror box, a L-shaped box with open ends with a mirror set at 45 degrees to the arms of the instrument. That means it is a some of the instrument having this mirror box, so that in the mirror box itself, automatically when we start or stop at a particular point, automatically due to the observations we will calculate the points. Okay, this is the vehicle and observer. Okay, a mirror box having a 45 degrees inclination. It bends with the line of sight observer perpendicular to the path of the vehicle, so that by using this observer's eye with the mirror, they have to capability to calculate certain amount of speeds. Okay, this is the enoscope how works. Enoscope how works. This is the first point and second reference point. Observer has to see the vehicle in the enoscope itself, so that a vehicle is at what time the vehicle starts, and at the ending point, automatically he will record the particular ending time, so that the time will be knowing, and automatically distance also previously measured. He will get the spot speed study by using this enoscope. What are the disadvantages and advantages by using this enoscope we are having? Preliminarily, by manual observations, we are having some amount of parallax errors and some amount of signal delineations. That means whether the person is very too late to give the signal, automatically some amount of time will be wasted. Automatically we will have a some amount of error we have observed. Likely in the enoscope also we are having some amount of fractions of points. What are those? We need to know. The instrument is placed directly opposite to the first reference point, and observer stations himself second reference point. That means in the first reference point itself, the enoscope is placed at a particular point. What the at a particular starting point of the vehicle, they will directly place this enoscope and observe the at what time the vehicle starts from that point. A next stopwatch is started on a point as soon as vehicle passes on the first point. That means the observer having stopwatch with his hands, so that at a particular starting of the vehicle from the point, he will start his calculation in the stopwatch. That means he will simply owning the stopwatch. That means the seconds are simply moving 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. After the observer, that if two enoscopes is due to the observer stations himself midway between the two reference points, means the previous one, that in the second point itself, the observer has to start his stopwatch whenever the vehicle is particularly crossing the particular point, starting point. After that vehicle is reaching the ending point, automatically he will stop his stopwatch, and stopwatch having some amount of reading in terms of seconds and minutes. Those things he need to note down in his notepad. After that the distance and time they are having, so that he will have to calculate what is the speed maintained by the vehicle by using this enoscope. That means in the enoscope itself, only one person, one enoscope. By using those two, they have a clear cut idea without any mismatching of data from person to person. Why? Because of if two persons are there, that means they are having some amount of parallax error and some amount of delineation. Automatically the spot speed will be decreases or increases due to their errors. But in case of single persons, means if the single person is noting a data, that means there is no transformation of data, only single person is single man, there is no confusion. Next one, two enoscopes is used the observer stations at himself midway between two reference points. That means if the two enoscope is used, the observer stations himself midway between 2 points. That means two enoscopes means at the starting point and stopping point, they are using enoscopes. At any point of the length, they have to note down these values if they uses two enoscopes. What are the advantages? That means eliminates the parallax error. That means whatever the parallax error by these humans due to those understandings, those will be eliminated. by using this inoscope. Equipment is low cost and simply can be set at a particular point. That means the cost of the equipment is very low. Why? Because simply we are using here mirrors, so that the mirror is normal cost, and it simple to adjust at a particular position. That means normally in the surveying itself we are having tripod stands and others, all those are having, we need to adjust, means it is some time waste process. So that by using this inoscope, it is a not very hard one to adjust at a particular point. It is as simple as possible. Next thing is radar speedometers. That means previously we studied that radar speedometers are used to catch the particular speed of the vehicle at a instantaneous time and others. First one, it works on the Doppler principle. That means it is also one of the bit. What is the basic principle in these radar speedometers? That means what is the basic principle is Doppler principle. Doppler is adopted that principle which was used in this radar speedometers. Speed of the particular moving body is proportional to change in the frequency between the radio waves transmitted on the particular moving body and the radio wave received back. I will show with the particular. This is simply a radar meter. That means in this radar meter we are having a back display. This radar meter will propagate some amount of waves. It is the vehicle. That means the vehicle is simply moving on this particular point. Automatically the wave will have to move in backward direction and receive the particular point. This is forward, this is backward. That means in the forward way the wave is moving to the particular vehicle, and the wave will come back to the particular radar meter, so that it will have a some amount of time to come back and receive back. That means the instrument is directly measures the speed. Directly measures means there is no calculations. Automatically it will use the direct value on the display board. Next one is the instrument is set up near to the edge of the carriageway at the height of 1 meter. That means simply 3.5 feet, nearly 3.3 feet. They will face the particular object in a roadway. That means nearer to our wrist level. Some of the wrist, not wrist level, our మన యొక్క బాడీకి తగ్గట్టుగా అవి ప్లేస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు నార్మల్లీ. దట్ మీన్స్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ సీటింగ్ కెపాసిటీస్ ఫర్ డిఫరెంట్ వెహికల్స్, సో దట్ వీ నీడ్ టు అబ్జర్వ్ every vehicle spot speed studies, so that it will be easy to us. Next one, we are having the speed meter is kept at a particular angle between the direction of the travel of the vehicle and axis of transformation of the radio wave is also low possible to stay within 20 degrees. That means the vehicle is moving on a particular road itself, so that the radio wave is transmitted particular point, so that the wave will have to come back in a proper manner. Otherwise, if the radio wave is not coming, means if we are adjusting all these processes, time wasting and money wasting. So that we have to align a particular manner. That means we need to adjust that radio meter in a proper position and proper direction. The most of the vehicles are moving in which direction, we need to arrange that radio speed meters into that waves. Otherwise the waves will not come in a particular manner. Automatically there will be no studies will be takes place due to this radio meter. Another advantage is the speed of the vehicles in both directions. Coming vehicles and going vehicles both can be observed by using these radio meters. But in case of previous one, we have to inoscopes and others, we have to take one reading only. Next one, this is the photographic method. A time lapse camera photography can be used. That means time lapse. Normally in our photos also, for a particular 1 second or 2 seconds, so this number of frames will be observed. So that by using those philosophy, these time lapse cameras photography can be used in these methods. Photographs are taken in a fixed intervals of the particular time, 1 second for one frame on a particular special cameras. In previous days, normally we are having these reels in our cinemas and other black. In those days, they are using these reels and others to record these particular footages likely. But nowadays we are having these photographs and other video graphs, all those. By using those photographs and videographs, simply we are looking huge amount of pictures with clear cut and clarity. That means we are having pixels. By adjusting those pixels, we are having a bright image and bright capturing of the particular image. That means photographs are taken at a fixed intervals. That means fixed interval means for every 1 second or 10 seconds, it will capture a particular image, so that the whatever the image will captured, the image having particular data is stored in the memory cards or any others they are using in a particular methods. Next one, by projecting the film on a screen, the passage of any vehicle can be traced with reference to time. That means the camera will be simply taking photographs with respect to time. That means for each and every second or microsecond or millisecond, whatever it may be, depending upon the capacity of the photograph, automatically it captures the photo, so that whenever we observing for a particular time, that means 9 o'clock 5 minutes at 20 seconds. Okay, at particular time, what are the vehicles moving on a particular speedway? After that, what is the speed maintained those by those vehicles? All those can be captured. Images by video cameras can also be used. That means video cameras are also used in this capturing. It is already in the tally sheets we are used by the human purpose for counting a particular vehicles, how many number of vehicles are moving, what is the purpose. All those things we are calculated in the previous one by a similar way of tally sheets they are using, and they are giving the values of the spot speed studies. These are related to spot speed studies. Previously we calculated the vehicles and types of vehicles which are moving on a particular road surface. After that, we are having these speed studies. First of all, we are calculating type of vehicle. After that, type of vehicle and its velocity moving on the road. Next one is the presentation of the spot speed data. How we have to present this spot speed data? First of all, the average speed of the vehicles. That means average speed of the vehicles. We are capturing n number of vehicles at n intervals. That means we have to give a average speed. What was the average speed maintaining on those particular road by a vehicle, so that that will be gives the design purpose. That will gives a value to the design purpose. First of all, it have from a spot speed data. Distribution tables are prepared by arranging a data in a grouping covering various speed ranges and a number of vehicles in each range. That means, for suppose one wheeler or two wheeler are there, the number of two wheelers are moving in a 30 kilometers. For suppose a number of vehicles are moving in a 60 kilometers. They have to group it a how many vehicles are moving with respect to 30 to 40 kilometers. After that, 40 to 50 kilometers, 60 to 70 kilometers, likely they have to group a particular quantity of speed, how many number of vehicles are moving by using these tally sheets. After that, they have to, here we are having vehicular number and speed with respect to meter per hour or kilometer per hour. Likely they have to use these tally sheets to represent their collected data on the notepad. Notepad is not a phone, or likely nowhere. Normally they are using different kinds of notes by using these data for their future purpose. Next one, arithmetic mean is also average speed. That means arithmetic means total number of vehicles by total amount of vehicular speed by total number of vehicles. It will give the average speed of the particular road itself. Next one is the cumulative groups. That means cumulative speeds of the particular vehicles. A graph is plotted with respect to average values of the each group x axis and cumulative percentage of vehicle in the y direction with respect to speeds. That means simply I will show with this is the axis, x axis, y axis. For a particular every graph we need to locate this x axis and y axis. In this x axis we are having particular vehicle quantity, and here having speed. So that we need to do a graph. What is the number here having the speeds? By using those numbers and speed, we need to plot these graphs, so that these graphs are very much useful for us to design a particular road by using this number of vehicles and average speed studies.